welcome to math class. We are on math lesson 28 today. So you should have with you your paper that looks like this on the one side and this on the back. Okay, if you don't have that paper, go ahead and pause, get that paper and a piece of pencil now. We're going to do some of it together. Okay, now let's review your shapes. We are going to talk about all of the four-sided shapes. So all the shapes that have four sides. Shapes that have four sides, remember they have a special name. Do you remember? We call them quadrilaterals. That's a big word, isn't it? Quadrilaterals. Say that with me. Quadrilaterals. Quadrilaterals. Say it one time more with me. Quadrilaterals. Good job. Because quad means four, and lateral is talking about the sides. Just like lado means side, side is a lado. So there's four quadrilaterals, like quadlaterals, quadrilateral, four sides. There are different types. Look at this one. Do you remember this one? We call this a diamond or a kite. You could call it either one. Usually we call it diamond, but you're going to see kite on your paper today. Also, kite can also look like this, where the bottom is longer than the top. That's also a kite. Okay? So we have a diamond or a kite. Ooh, how about this one? Looks like a square that's been pushed over. This is a rhombus. Rhombus. What is this one? Square. Square. Very good. Remember, a square has equal sides. Its sides are the same measure all the way around, and it's at right angles. For a rhombus, the sides are all the same, but it is not at right angles. So this side has the same length as this one, but it's not at right angles. For a diamond, the sides don't all have to be the same. Two of them are and two of them aren't. Two of them will be the same size, two of them are not, and they are not at right angles. Okay, what is this shape? Do you remember? Trapezoid, trapezoid. In a trapezoid, none of the sides have the same length. This side is the shortest, then this side, then this side, then this side. So a trapezoid, none of the sides have the same length. What is this shape? Rectangle, very good. It is a rectangle. In a rectangle, all of the angles are right angles. Two sides are the same, and the other two sides are the same, but not all four. And our last one, this is a parallelogram. Say that again with me, that's a big word. Parallelogram. One more time. Parallelogram. A parallelogram is just like a rectangle that's been pushed over. Just like a rhombus is like a square that's been pushed over, a rectangle pushed over is a parallelogram. So these two sides are parallel, meaning they would never ever cross over if you were to keep drawing them. And these two sides are parallel, but none of the angles are right angles. Okay, we're going to practice more with that in a little bit. But for now, I want you to turn your attention to our 4 times table and say it with me, starting with 0 times 4. 0 times 4 equals 0. 1 times 4 equals 4. 2 times 4 equals 8. 3 times 4 equals 12. 4 times 4 equals 16. 5 times 4 equals 20. 6 times 4 equals 24. 7 times 4 equals 28. 8 times 4 equals 32. 9 times 4 equals 36. 10 times 4 equals 40. 11 times 4 equals 44. 12 times 4 equals 48. Nicely done, everyone. Okay, I want you to take your paper. We're going to start out working on it together. Number 1 on the top of page 55. So you should have this page ready to go. Number 1 says, divide the animals into groups of 2. Write the quotients. Remember, when you are dividing the number of animals in all, that's your dividend. The number of groups is your divisor, and the number in each group is your dividend. So we are going to divide. I have up here to represent letter A, I have stars. So look at the brown stars for letter A. We're going to divide it into groups of 2. So you on your paper with the little animals, you're going to divide them into groups of 2. I on the board am going to divide my stars. So here I have my stars. I'm going to divide them into groups of 2 while you circle groups of 2 with your kinkajous, those are kinkajous, on your paper. 2, 2, 2, 2. Oops, I have an extra star. There we go. Okay, so I have my stars divided into groups of 2. Do you have your kinkajous in groups of 2? Very good. So I have 8 stars in all, divided into groups of 2. How many groups do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 8 divided by 2 equals 4. On your paper, you have it like this. 8 divided by 2 equals, you also have it this way. 8 divided by 2. So we know that 8 divided into groups of 2, we have 4 groups. 8 divided into groups of 2, we have 4 groups. Very good. All right, let's do letter B. In letter B, give me a little moment. All right, in letter B, you have some hedgehogs. So let's divide those hedgehogs into groups of 2. On your paper, you have hedgehogs. On my board, I have hearts. So circle the hedgehogs in group of 2 while I circle my hearts in groups of 2. Very good. Okay, so you have all of your groups of 2? If not, you can pause the video and finish circling. Okay, so I have 14 hearts, you have 14 hedgehogs. We divided them into groups of 2. Count your groups. How many groups do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 14 divided by 2 is 7. You have to write that in 2 places. Okay, let's do the last one. You have there, I honestly don't know what animal that's supposed to be, but you have some little animals there on the branch, and you are going to circle those animals in groups of 2, just like you've been doing, and I'm going to circle, I have some marbles, I'm going to circle my marbles in groups of 2. Here we go. Okay, I have 10 marbles in all, you have 10 animals in all. How many groups did you come up with? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 10 divided by 2 equals 5. Very good. Okay, that is section 1. In section 2, you're going to multiply by 3. So multiply each number by 3. And in number 3, you're going to multiply by 4. In number 4, you need to measure the slug. Be very careful. Make sure that you put your 0 on the end and measure carefully. Let's look at the story problem number 5. Lily collects china teacups. Those are very pretty, nice, delicate teacups. She has 15 teacups in her collection. She received 4 more as gifts. How many does she have in all? So you need to decide how many in all. What is in all telling you to do? In all is telling you to add, to sumar. So you need to find the total by adding. She has 15 plus 4 more. So where it says workspace, you need to add 15 plus 4 to get how many teacups she has in all. All right, now turn over to this side of your page with all of your shapes. You get to do some coloring, okay? It says find the quadrilaterals, so all the 4-sided shapes. Color the rectangles red. So all the rectangles are shapes that look like this. Color them red. Color the squares blue. So all of the ones that look like this, that are the same on all sides, color those blue. Color the parallelograms purple. Color the rhombuses green. The trapezoids need to be yellow. And the kites, orange. Okay? If you need any help with those, let me know, okay? Have fun coloring, do your best, and have a wonderful day. Bye.